the sound of the second direction, the south, is eh. And the quality is emotion. Okay? No accident that you have the eh in emotion. So, it also has to do with the inner child and innocence and relationships. That emotion, relationships. And there's a discerning quality to the sound. The Canadians, or like in the United States, if somebody doesn't understand you, they'll say okay. The Canadians will say and so it's the second direction, the south. 2 is always about relationships, couples, zugiyut in Hebrew. 2 is the first relationship. So where you have relationship, you have emotion. You have this discernment, one trying to discern the other, the sound. And the world of the duality world, not necessarily polarity, but duality, where everything is in relationship. In Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, God says that the greatest gift it ever gave to us, humanity, is relativity. The ability to be in relationship with that which appears to be outside of self. Nature, other people, whatever. Parts of our body, whatever. So 2, the second direction is the world of the sun. The sun is in the south all day long and lights up a world of duality, shades of a multi-hued world, a dual world, much more than dual even, a varied world. Relationships. What did you say? What's that and what's that? So that's the sound of emotional the sound of this that gives us emotional healing, of the south, of relativity. The energy of the south is an energy of emotion and emotional understanding, emotional intelligence. The next direction is the west, and the sound of the west is E. And E is about physical healing. E is that one in Hebrew. The vowel E is represented by a small point, a single point. And when you say that sound, E, it's an extended point. It's condensed, like the physical world is condensed. They say that the physical is in a way just condensed to light. All things, there's only light, there's only energy. It appears to be a door here, or a body here, but any physicist will tell you that all there is light and energy and the quanta of light. So E represents this condensation, which makes our physical lives and this beautiful physical experience possible. And why is the West connected to the E? Well, the west is the place of the setting sun. The setting sun, it's the end of the day. It represents the day done and accomplished. Purpose of living this day and of achieving the things of this day accomplished. The sun has completed its course and is finishing its course to rest for the night, like all of us. We rest in the night. So it has to do with this idea of purpose accomplished. Like the physicality is the condensation of a lot of planning of the energetic beings and the light beings, and they built this physical world, and it took a lot of incredibly intelligent planning. So accomplishment, purpose, condensation, physicality. E. Sound of the north is O. And O. It's amazing. O. It's connected to spirit. And spirit healing. So all of these sounds are connected to an aspect of healing. Like if you wanted physical healing, you would work with that E. If you want the spiritual healing, then you work with the energy of the north, the energy of spirit, which is somehow symbolized in the north, the O. It's connected with our ancestors, with movement. As I talked about earlier, you could feel the you could feel the movement in that. And the mystery, the void. Why is the O in the void? It has to be. Because that's the nature of the O. So you have the O, which is sacred darkness. The Hoshech is the word in Hebrew. Got to have that O there. And so the ancestors and spirit, the unknown, and the north. Why the north? Well, if you have all this vital sun energy in the south, giving all this extra life to the plants who grow better, then you would have its polarity, wouldn't you, in the north. In the north, you don't have the physical vitality energy. You have the energy of the cosmos, of the universe, the spirit. It's in some ways the polarity, yes? So, and you can't notice it if you have all that vital sun energy going. Only without that, without the sun of the day, can you see the cosmos in the night. So that's the energy of the north. You can feel the spirit energy, the ancestor energies that have passed on to the cosmos. And then you have the sound U, or U. And U is the sound of the center. Above, below, and the center. U is connected to transformation, to transmutation. You have to have that U there. And they say in Eckankar, like I said before, the world was created, the transmutation of the energies into this physical world was connected, was done by the huge So, if you want mental healing, then turn to the east and sing a song of the Ah. When Jean White Eagle says, sing a song of the Ah, she's talking about the spontaneous Native American type chanting that she does so beautifully, that we could all do. It's in our ancestral memory. We've all done it. It's in our DNA. Sing a song of the Ah. So it just means sing a spontaneous chanting song and let the Ah predominate. Just let it come through you. The Native Americans use the hollow bone. They say, be like the hollow bone for spirit. They make whistles out of hollow bones. They blow. The spirit, the wind blows through the hollow bone, and the beautiful sound comes. So they say we should be like that hollow bone, so that the sound of the sacred wind, the spirit, will come through us. So sing a song of Ah. So if I were to do that, well, what's coming up now is something like this. Ayatea tetea ayaho. Aya atika tikataya ayata chiakatia. Now, that just came through me. I allowed myself to be the hollow bone, sang a song of the Ah, and I sang it because I wanted mental clarity, mental healing. And whoa, it connects me to a very deep part of myself. A part of yourself that it's very easy to forget in our modern world. I love in Marciniak's Pleiadian books, she says, open your ancient eyes of Horus. I read that expression, I think, in her first book, Bringers of the Dawn, and I never forgot it, because it resonated so strongly that yes, this is what I want. Yes, this is what we need. We need to open our ancient eyes of Horus, so that we can be who we truly are. Universal beings connected to the one all around us. Enough of these tiny, isolated, compartmentalized, small lives of quiet desperation. Let's open our eyes, our ancient eyes, the ancient eyes of Horus. Amen. And so that does exactly that. If I wanted emotional healing, I would turn to the south and I would sing a song of Eh. And right now it comes up in me in this way. Eh, eh, eh,